Good morning, everybody. So it's come down to the final two games of my first 10-game season. And as you see, it's going to be Saugus versus Johnstown and Salisbury versus Bethlehem. Now, what makes this interesting is this right here. Fayette is winning. They finished their season 6-4. Salisbury, they can also go 6-4, and Saugus as well, 6-4. So it could be a three-way tie, but obviously the run differential will break that tie. But nonetheless, these two teams do have a chance to move in first. So the first game is going to be Saugus Foundry 9 versus the Johnstown Floodgates. Saugus is the home team. I am going to be using Prostat Baseball by Casey London. And let me find my charts here. Got some charts I need to bring up. Where did my charts go? Let's see. There's one. But that's not my chart. Where did my chart go? Well, they didn't disappear on me. There they are. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Bring up my chart. Bring up my rolls. My roll style, my dice roller. Okay, let's get this going. Leading off for Johnstown is going to be Willie Werner. Now, I will, like I said, I'm using Casey's Prostat Baseball, so my two columns I'm looking at is the batting and fielding, along with the pitcher here. They're fielding. All right, so Willie Werner's up first. Let's see what he does. Okay, so 2 plus the 4 gives him 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. So the pitcher beats him, and the way I play it, if the pitcher beats you, then that's a K. That's him striking you out. So that's a K there. Nothing there. Strikeout. Okay. Now, for Saugus, Bob Doss is up. Let's see what he can do. 7. So the pitcher beats him. So that's a strikeout. So both pitchers end the inning with strikeouts. All right. Second inning, Cliff Petty's up. He's got a 2 versus a 4. So what do we got here? 6 to 7. Pitcher wins. It's another strikeout. So we'll put a 0 down here. 0 up here. All right. Billy Phillips and the pitch. 8 to 8. Now, when there's a tie between the batter and pitcher, batter wins the tie. So now we're going to move on to the fielder. Batter versus the fielder. And in this game, it is going to be the first baseman versus the first baseman's fielding. So 2 to 3 right now. I'm sorry. I apologize. 3 to 4. 3 to 4. So 6 9 to 5. So he beats the fielder. Now the way I play when I'm using the dice, I don't re-roll. This is going to be it. 7. And let me bring up the... So 7 gives 2 runs. So we got 2 runs there. Now we got to see how he got those runs. And the way I do that is I look at these 2 dice here. Okay, it's 34. Up here, that falls within a single. So I imagine runners on second and third, 2 outs, runners are going, gets a base hit, knocks him in. So single, 2 RBIs. All right. 3rd inning. Connor Heller's up. He's got a 3 versus a 4. So 4, he loses 4 to 6. So that's going to be a strikeout for the pitcher. John Davis, 3 to 4. 5 to 6. He loses. Another strikeout for the other pitcher. And let me put this here. Strikeouts. Strikeouts. Okay, John Everett's up. 3 to 4 again. So 9 to 6. He beats him. He beats the pitcher. He's going to move on now. Roll for the batter. So 5. Well, he already lost the batter. I can tell you that. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 plus 3. So he lost to the batter. Right here is the out. 44. Go up here. That's going to be the second baseman. Now, the way I do mine is 40 to 44 is going to be a pop-up to the second baseman. 45 to 49 is a grounder to the second baseman. So P4. Then over here, I'll just type in pop out second base. And nothing there, nothing there. Top of the 4th, nothing. Now we're bottom of the 4th. Calvin McElroy is up. He's only a 1 versus a 4. So 4 to 5. Pitcher wins that one, and that's a strikeout. So drop a 0 there, nothing there. So far 2 to nothing. Saugus is winning, and Saugus needs to win this to stay in contention. So Bryce Booker for Johnston's coming up. 3 to 4 again. 9 to 5. He beats the pitcher. Now he's going to have to beat. He's only got to beat him. He's got a 1. So right now it's 3 to 1. He beats him. All right. So he beat the fielder. So now you would roll to find out what he scores. Well, like I said, I use this roll right here. So 11, 3 runs. 3 runs. And how do you get those runs? Base hit. So must have been bases loaded, 2 outs, full count, runners are going. Long single in the outfield. So base hit. Single / 3 RBIs. And now Saugus is down 3 to 2. Bottom of the 5th. Chris Phillips, Chris Filios is up. Let me put the strikeout here. All right, he is 3-4. And he lost that battle. So it's going to be a strikeout. Now we'll move up here. John Raffles, 3-4. 3-4. Here's the pitch. 6-6. So it's a tie, goes to the batter. So now it's going to be 3-2. What is he? Left field? 3-4. Again. 3-4. It's got to beat that. And he does not beat it. 8-9. So how do you get the out? 78. Left field. Fly ball to left field. So we did not beat that. So we're going to say F7. Fly out left field. Let me update my scoreboard here. Oh, I done jinxed him. I gave him a 0 before they even did anything. Well, it's got a 1, so there's a good chance he won't win. 1-4. 1-4. Here we go. 2. There we go. 2-10. I knew it. So that's a K. He didn't beat the pitcher. Man, this pitcher's racking up strikeouts. So that's a 0. Yep. All right. So we have a 2-4 again. 4-10. Pitcher wins, gets the K. All right, bottom of the 7th. Saugus needs to do something. 3-4. 3-4. Here we go. And he does not beat him. It's a K. Man, Jed Carson's just putting on a pitching performance, striking out the last batter of every inning. All right. Nothing in the 7th. Top of the 8th we go. Tony Schmidt's up. 1-4. And he loses. Struck him out. All right, bottom of the 8th. Saugus has got to do something. Sean Halterman, 2-4. What can he do? 6. Nope, doesn't do it. Strikes out. Strikes out. All right. 0-0. Top of the 9th. Top of the 9th. Francis Jonovan is up. Now, your DH will face off on a pitcher. It's the only person he's got to go against. He doesn't have to face the other DH, obviously, because there's no fielding rating for them. So he's just got to beat the pitcher here. 2-4. 7. Tie. Tie goes the batter. He wins it. 5 + 3 is 7. 8. Look on a chart. 2. So that's not going to help them out. How'd he get it? 56. That's a single. 1B. Single. 2 RBIs. And that's going to probably shut the door on them. So it's 5-2. 5-2. They need something big from this guy. 3-4. 8-5. He beats him. And 51-6. And it's only 1 run. It's not going to be enough. How'd he get it? Base hit. That's going to be the ball game. So we're going to type in here single, 1 RBI. And strikeout. Boom, boom, boom. Just a pitching performance from this guy right here. So, nothing. Well, he got one there. So the final score is 5-3. Johnston Floodgates beat Saugus Foundry 9. So, what I do at the end of the game also. So I'm gonna get the stats for strikeouts for the pitcher. Now the way I do this is the top team. This is the bottom team. I have a chart over here. Whatever I roll, I go to that chart. I'll take that number and add whatever strikeouts they got here with it. So here we go. 83 for this guy up here. 83 falls in with 8 strikeouts. 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 strikeout day for him. 15 Ks. 95 for this guy down here. 95 is 10 strikeouts. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 also. They both had a performance put on. 15 Ks. All right, so that's that. Final score is Johnston 5, Saugus 3. Let me go over here. 3, 5. Johnston 1. I like them in yellow. Excuse me, sir. Okay, let's see baseball standings. Saugus is now eliminated. They're 5-5. Salisbury still has a chance. I mean, they have to get 9 or more runs. Pretty much like 9-0 score to surpass them. But hey, it can happen, right? So Gary, they're waiting to find out who their opponent's going to be in the championship game. So let's go ahead and schedule here. Salisbury versus Bethlehem. Baseball. Bethlehem, game 40. Game 40. Okay, so let's see. Who is the home team? Salisbury is the home team. So we're going to put Bethlehem first. Bethlehem, Salisbury. And we're going to go over here and type in 40th game. Bethlehem, Salisbury. All right, got a 4 for that pitcher, a 4 for that pitcher. Another pitching duel here, looks like. Again, this game, Salisbury is looking to win, so they give themselves a chance to take the first place spot. But again, they're going to need to put on an offensive performance like a 9-0 game. So we're going to start out with Bethlehem. They're the visiting team. Billy Petty is up. 4-4. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And the pitcher wins. Pitcher starts out with a K. All right, now we have a 3-4. Pitcher wins that one. And it's 0-0 first inning. Couldn't bring in the runners. And we have a 3-4 again. Here we go. 9-9. Batter wins ties against the pitcher. So now 3 against 2. fielding. And he loses. 83, fly out to center. So we're going to say F8 here. Fly out to center field. And then up here was a strikeout. Strikeout. And that was a strikeout up here. Alrighty. I did that out of order. That was a file up there. File to center field. This guy hasn't even bat yet. Alright, here we go. Now we have a 2-4. So 4, he loses. Another strikeout. So 0-0, second inning. Third inning, Billy Bigrell is up. 2-4. See what Billy can do. 2-4. 8-7. He beats the pitcher. I didn't think that was going to happen, but so now let's see. It's going to be 2-3, and he went 7-6. 7-6. So 5-3. 8 to 2 runs. 2 runs. How'd he get those runs? 92. Home run. 2-run homer. So we're going to put home run there. Tab over. Home run. 2 RBIs. All right. Bottom of the third. Marvin Smith is up. Marvin Smith is going to be a 3-4. 9-5. Beats the pitcher. Now he's looking to beat 3-3. 3-3. And he loses. How'd he get out? 18. Pitcher. So the way I do the pitcher is 10-14 is a strikeout. 15-19 is a hit back to the pitcher. Pitcher to first base. So we're going to say 1-3 here. And then we'll say P to first base. And no runs. All right, fourth inning. Braden Wilson's up. He's a 1-4. All right, he lost that one. Strikeout. Now we have a 4-4. Theo White. And he loses it. It's another K. Eric Johnson, 3-4. 3 to the pitcher's 4 defense. 7. He beats him 7-6. Okay, now 3-2. 3-2 fielding. Let's go. And he beats him. So 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 2 runs. Two runs. So 2 runs there. How did he get it? 6, 9. It's going to be a double. He doubled in 2 runs. So double, 2 RBIs. Oh, forgot my slash. 2 RBIs. Alrighty. And let me correct this. That was 0, 0, 2. Bottom of the 5th, Liam Potter is up 3-4. Here's the pitch. He beats the pitcher. All right, now 3-4 again. 3-4 again. 9. Tie goes to the fielder. So he got out 16. So that's going to be 1-3. Pitcher to first base. Top of the 6th, Allen Alexander, 3-4. And he loses that one to the pitcher. That's a strikeout. All right, now we have 3-4, Rob Potty. Rob likes to potty. So 3-5. Batter wins ties against the pitcher. So now we're going to be looking at 3-3. 5, 6, 8-7. So 5, that's 9. 2 runs. Two runs there. You got 0. How do you get those runs? 58 is a single. 58 is a single. So single, 2 RBIs. So Salisbury steak, everybody. Salisbury is on the board. 4-2. All right. Top of the 7th. Marvin Warner is up. Marvin's coming with a 5. 5-4. The best. And he wins that one. Now, 5-4 again. 5-4. Let's see what happens now. 8-9. Wow. How'd he get out? 52. 52. So that's going to be and hold on. About to put in the wrong one up here. P5. Pop out to third base. So I get nothing. All right. Bottom of the 7th here. Donald Jones up. It's going to be a 2 versus a 4. And he loses to the pitcher. Struck him out. He's gone. Top of the 8th. Four to 4. 6-9. He loses to the pitcher. Pitcher K's him looking. Struck him out. All right, bottom of the 8th. Sal Hodges, 2-4. 3-5. Pitcher wins. Strikeout. Top of the 9th. 4-4. Tie goes the batter. 4-2. 2 to 6 is 1 run. How do you get that run? 95. Home run. Solo shot. All right, here we are. 5 to 2. They need something big down here. 3 to 4. They need something big to help them out. 8 to 7. Beats the pitcher. And hold on. He beat the pitcher. That's all I needed. Damn it. I don't remember what the score was. Oh, crap. What was it? Oh, man. What I say was 8 to 7. So 5 and 3. Yeah, 8 to 7. So 5 and 3. So 8 is 2 runs. Almost beat them, guys. Almost tied it up. Man, I don't even know how he got those runs. I can't remember, but we're going to go with a single. I was too quick on the mouse, on the Misi. So single, 2 ribbies. Okay. 5 to 4. Bethlehem wins. Now let's do the strikeouts. 51. It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Ks. And he had 17, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Ks. And folks, that wraps up my first season with the Iron Crown Baseball League. Well, I shouldn't say it wraps up, regular season. So 5 to 4, Bethlehem won. Let's go to baseball schedule. 4 to 5. Bethlehem won it. Baseball standings. Here it is. Fayette will face off against Gary in a 1-game championship. 8 and 2 Gary is going to face 6 and 4 Fayette. All right, guys, that's been Prostat Baseball by Casey London. Great game. Great game. So the way I played mine this year, I think I've talked about it before. I used Big Country Time Baseball in the yellow, Casey's Prostat in the green, and Casey's one roll down here. Now this got added later. Well, this was my original season what I was going to go with. But then I shortened the game. I'm like, there's no way I'm playing all these games. I just want a 10-game season. So the one roll got added in when I thought about it later. Which my next season I'll do it a little different. But I really enjoy playing all these games, and I like to incorporate as many of the games as I have for my leagues. So, you know, I like to play them all, and I don't want to just, as much as possible, don't want to just use one engine to play all the games. I mean, I could, it's not a big deal, but like I said, I like to dip in and play them all. Alright, guys, appreciate you watching and listening to this video. It is, I said good morning, it is 12:37 in the morning. I am tired and I'm about to go to bed. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If I can find my thing to stop recording. Where is it? There it is. All right. Good night, guys.